Hey there, fellow balloon friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make my beautiful, awesome, fun, creative chrome crown. You will be needing 5 of the chrome balloons. I really love these chrome balloons. They look super shiny and awesome. I like going with gold or silver. I have chosen to go with gold today. I have one 260 of one color and then one of another colors. So I'm gonna start by inflating my 260s, and I always like to leave like a good hand amount of free air at the end of the balloon. So I always grab it and inflate, give it a little burp, and knot it up. Okay, so there goes the 5. I'm gonna use the blue one for the pretty little beads that go up top on the crown. Perfect, twist it. And now the yellow one, I'm going to cut in 3. Okay. Go ahead and tie a little knot on one of the ends. That way, whenever you inflate it, it'll stop right there. And you'll have to do that to 2 of them. The third one is already closed off because it's the butt. So these, we're just gonna do a tiny little poof of air. You can even use a pump. This is nitrogen I'm using here. It helps the balloons last just a little bit longer. So just a little pump. I'm gonna squish it up so I can tie it here. And these are the jewels going on the crown. So again, I'm just tying both ends together that way. So let me grab a pump to show you the other way. Oh, that's a lot of pump. Just a little one. Say the size of your thumb. Now that we're all done inflating our 7 balloons, we're ready to begin the crown. I'm gonna grab 2 of my gold chrome balloons where we tied them off at, and I'm gonna tie those 2 together. So, let's give them a little pull, and now that they're tied together, woo, that's it, you're done. Kidding. So now that they're tied together, I like to line them up, and for like a kid's crown, I usually do like hand size twist. For an adult crown, I like to open it up just a little bit, pinch right there, and you have your first twist. Then there's 2, I'm gonna leave one up top. I only grab one, do a bubble twist, raisin twist, don't really know what it's called. And now you should have your 2 balloons, 1 raisin bubble twist. Nothing on this end, because that's what's gonna go on our head. Okay, so we go back to the 2 balloons, do the little hands apart kind of thing. If you're super anal about this, you can kind of, hope it doesn't pop out. I guess I should have like twisted it in there kind of thing. If you're super anal, you can always like measure them. Oh, pretty perfect, I would say. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you're still here, make sure to hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. That's 4, and I typically like to do 5. So 1 more and we're there. This last one, I usually always end up with something like this because I always do more bubbles on 1 balloon. So let's go ahead and make your last bubble. Let's feed it through. Your leftover balloons, I always like to twist just a little bit. And then what I do is push it down. Very carefully snip off the top. Grab your other balloon, very carefully snip off the top. I get a little scared because if it pops, sometimes you have to start all over. If you're recreating the crown with me, I hope it's going great. In this next part of the video, I will be tying both ends of the crown together to make it into the pentagon shape that we would like. If you want to collaborate, sound off below. I guess this is a good time for me to tell you to go ahead and subscribe, hit like, go follow my Instagram, easy party time. How great are these balloons? They don't pop. Haha. Now that we have our base for the crown, we're gonna create the triangle shapes for the top of it. I lied. So you're gonna need 3 5-inch balloons to go with this. I'm back. Okay, so I went and got 3 5-inch balloons of whatever color, preferably not the ones you already have sitting out on the table. And in these, we're just gonna give them, let's do like half a pump, or I guess 1 full pump. Okay, back to this now that we've added our 5-inch balloons. So again, I like to do a thumbs up, twist where my thumb ends, and then here we're gonna do like a little, like a horseshoe little loop thing and twist again there. So now you ended up with a ribbon kind of thing. Okay, so this doesn't move away. I always like to set it under my armpit. There we go. With these 5-inch balloons, what you want to do is go ahead and twist it right about down the middle. I'm not the most best at this. So somewhere down the middle. And then just pop it in there. Let's give it a few twists. Let's give it a few more twists. Just so it's really locked in there. And you're gonna do this size with the thumbs up for 2 of the points, because we're gonna do our middle point just a little higher. So let's do thumbs up again. So now that we have 2 points, let's create our 3rd and center point. Balloons just go everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna do a little thumbs up, and I always just twist a little higher. There we go. While we still have these in hand, let's go ahead and add our jewels. And the way I like to add the jewels is just by twisting it in a few times to the balloon and popping it in there, just like that. So now you should have your 3 points with jewels. Now I like to measure my points with each other, something like that, and just cut off the excess of the balloon that we're not going to be using. And now that we have these 3 points, you can literally just kind of tie them into the balloons, kind of or so, twisting it in there a few times. I never actually make an actual knot. I just like twist it in, and then you can cut off the excess. Oh. There we go. Be careful when adding your next triangle. Make sure you pay attention. Now we have our last and longest point, which is going to go right in the center of those 2 small ones. So again, we're just going to twist it in there. And I don't precisely pull it all the way in there. I do leave it, give it like a little space for it to breathe. That way all the balloons aren't pushed in. And now we have our last point. So now you should have something like this. My points do stick out a little weird. That's why I like adding our little pearls going in there. And I always start off with the side that was tied into a knot. And you can literally, again, just tie it in. This is a little tricky part because if you don't hold on to your bubbles, they can become undone. If you don't twist enough, they can become undone. So it's just you learning and playing with it. I'm gonna do about 5 turns, and I do like an inch or so, like from my thumb to the first crease. From the top of my thumb to the first crease is usually how big my bubbles are. And I just grab and twist it. Here we go again. just a few times, trying not to let go of these other ones because they can totally just come undone. That's 3. And I usually do about 5 bubbles. 4 and 5. That probably was a little bad to see. So now that we have all 5 done, I bring it over to the center and I very carefully twist it in. Ooh! Very carefully. Now let's proceed on to this side. And again, I like to cut off my balloon. I'm gonna use my mouth with this one, not the scissors, because my hands are all over the place. Very carefully. This is my biggest fear. It's just popping in your face. And then go ahead and tie it off. Ah! Tie it in. Cut off the excess of the balloon. One last thing. I like to tuck my beads into the bottom like that. Just pulls the crown back a little bit. So again, just tucking it in. Give it a little tug and pull here, there. Here go your crowns. Thank you guys so much for watching on how to create these awesome, cool chrome crowns. I absolutely love these chrome colors. They come in like green, blue, pink, purple, gold, silver. Qualatex is the provider of these balloons. But yeah, guys, it was my pleasure recreating this crown for you. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Make sure to put yourself out there and have fun. Again, that's EZ for Evelio Zapata. So now that we have everything on the floor, okay, twist it around a few times. Nothing too crazy, we don't want it to pop. So again, we already have one end tied off and we're just gonna give it a little pump. Oh.